Hello everybody, we are doing our Week 15 CFL recap, and this one was a good one here as there were some upsets, of course, and a very good game to close out the week for CFL action. Now, before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you're new. I'm going to try to put out 3 videos a week. It's crazy right now. I'm working a bunch of overtime, working at least 50 hours a week. Possibly some more on Saturdays, unfortunately. But in general, love the CFL, want to put out more content. So if you want to stick around, of course, do so. Now, let's talk about Week 15. First game, Friday night. Edmonton wins this one 26-24. I feel frustrated. Why? Because I picked Saskatchewan, but I nearly picked Edmonton in my previews. And even though they had Cody Fajardo, the Rough Riders were not able to get it done in this one. In general, very frustrating. I think Edmonton was able to put up 8 sacks, with some sacks coming with a 3-man rush, and the Rough Riders were not able to, at home, get a run game going, which not ideal. I think Fajardo and the team in general do better when they're able to kind of keep it even, but CFL even in terms of how much they run and how much they pass. I don't really think they're in a spot where they're going to just go out and throw 40 sometimes in a game like some other teams could and win games. Now, Fajardo, I think, was fairly accurate in this one, but overall, this one was a painful game for Saskatchewan as they lose at home against the underdog Edmonton Elks, who avoid their season being over in terms of postseason play. They keep it alive a little bit longer as they are in this game late. Sergio Castillo kicks a field goal that was, I don't remember, I think it was 40 plus yards, and it was with 30 seconds or less left to go in this. And yeah, Riders fans, vent right here. I want to hear it. Anyway, on to the next one. You had the Blue Bombers heading on over to Hamilton, as the 2 previous Grey Cup matchups were in this being the Blue Bombers taking on Hamilton at Tim Hortons Field. Who would have thought Hamilton would have put up 48 points in this one as they beat the Blue Bombers, handing them just their second loss this year. Got off to a very weird start. I wasn't able to watch the whole game, especially the second half, but I did watch the first half. And when Hamilton got out to a 20-10 lead, I didn't think they were going to win. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, I knew it was going to happen. I picked Winnipeg to win. Hamilton has a tendency to fade in the second half, and I really thought, this is it. You know, they're going to get this big lead, go into the break, maybe 13 plus up, and then Winnipeg in the second half is going to come right in there, and they're going to come back and get the dub. Didn't happen. And I think a big thing here for Hamilton to be proud of, Dane Evans played very, very well in this game. And on top of that, they had a game-killing drive in the 4th. Winnipeg was starting to revive. They were starting to get that comeback. You started to think, here it is, it's coming. Hamilton drives down the field, scores a major, and that was major for them, of course, as they keep their playoff hopes alive. I don't know if they're slim. I'd have to see. There is a website you can check out, playoff odds. I'll maybe link that down below. But I do think that they're in a spot where they have like 50% chance, which seems crazy. But the East is the East, and that's where it's at. You look at this, and you think this was a must-win for the Tiger Cats, and you look for Winnipeg, just their second loss. It hurts, but sometimes you need that motivation late in the year when you're a good team that's achieved a lot. You really need a smack in the face. This one wasn't a smack. This was a punch, and they reeled back and laid it on them. Now, for the final game of the week, you had the BC Lions and the Calgary Stampeders. If there was a matchup to watch that wasn't Winnipeg and Calgary this year, I think it was BC and Calgary. You look at these games that they've been able to have, very, very exciting games. And this one was another one. Finished in overtime, like I said, 31-29. This was a game Calgary probably should have won. Probably should have, but they didn't. All around, I think Kadeem Carey should have got more touches. He was able to make the Lions' defensive points look like they were grade school kids when he was just running them down. And all around, you look at this and say this was a big, gut check for the Lions, who were able to rally and get a W when they desperately needed to. Vernon Adams Jr. came in this game, and he wasn't perfect all around, but he was able to get the job done. He was very exciting. He made highlight plays. And I felt like Calgary was going to win this late because they were able to get some really good, just wide open throws. And they had, again, Rennie Paredes had a chance to win this one. Thankfully for Lions fans, he missed, causing overtime. And then the Lions, of course, were able to get their opportunity. Pipkin got the 2-point conversion. I think it was Pipkin. And they ended up holding out Calgary here, where this one was big. BC now in a spot where they can win. They don't even have to win now. They can make the playoffs without even winning this week. I believe Hamilton and Ottawa have to lose, and then they would give the Blue Bombers a home playoff game to lock up the 1 seed in the West. And then Calgary, they did lose here. Again, 8-5. You look at this. You lose to the Lions twice. You lose to the Bombers maybe 3 times. If that's the case, all you have to do if you're Calgary fans is just say, this team is Grey Cup good. They just got to figure it out against these top teams. Frustrating loss, but a great game. And like I said, we are one Rennie Paredes field goal away from them winning this and then being above BC in the standings, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, BC is 9-3. They would have been 8-4. Calgary would have been 9-4. Yeah, they would have been. But anyway, those were the 3 games of this week. Plenty of great action, and I'm hoping Week 16 can be big as well. Or there are 3 teams that can clinch playoff spots this week. Anyway, let me know your thoughts for Week 15 around the CFL. Against Saskatchewan fans, please vent right here in the comments. Totally okay for you to do. Anyway, please make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new. Stay safe. Have a great night.